If you are wondering if you should purchase the RX 580, this video will show you some real-world performance and AAA titles. The RX 580 is 5 years old now. Released in 2017, it was a great 1080p card. I tested the MSI Gaming X model of the 8GB RX 580 in my system with a 5600X and 32GB of RAM. I tested the RX 580 in Red Dead Redemption 2, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Cyberpunk 2077, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Warzone 2.0 in 1080p. Red Dead Redemption 2 handled very well. GPU utilization was maxed out at 100% the entire time. I used the preset balanced graphics settings and got frame rates in the mid-50s most of the time with some dips down into the high 40s. Occasionally it would hit 60 frames per second. If you really wanted to hit that 60 FPS, you could probably lower some of the graphics settings, but I'd call this a playable experience. In Shadow of the Tomb Raider, I just used the preset graphics settings it loaded with. The RX 580 was maxed out at 100% again, but it was a smooth gaming experience. Frame rates were mostly in the mid-70s, but I did see the low 80s from time to time. In the busier areas, frame rates would drop down to the low 60s. Overall, it was great to play, and the RX 580 is more than adequate for this title. In Cyberpunk 2077 at high graphic presets, frame rates hovered right in the mid-40s. Once again, the RX 580 was working hard at 100% utilization, but I didn't see any frames drop. This was definitely an enjoyable experience, but if you really want to hit higher frames, you could probably drop your graphic settings a bit. Modern Warfare 2 handled beautifully at the balanced quality preset. Frame rates were in the high 90s most of the time, but occasionally would swing up to above 100 or down into the 80s depending on how graphically intense it was. Even with GPU utilization maxed out at 100%, this was a great experience. Once again, you could switch up your graphics settings to favor higher frame rates if you like, but seeing as a balanced graphics preset was well above 60 frames per second the entire time, I'd just leave it there. Should you purchase an RX 580? Like all component decisions, it depends. If you've got a high-end CPU already, this card would be underpowered. It could make a great placeholder GPU while you save up for a higher tier one though. Right now you can get the RX 580 8GB on eBay for around $75. If you are buying a complete system with it in it, make sure the rest of the parts are priced correctly, and it could be a great 1080p gaming experience. If you are building a system from scratch, I'd recommend using this card as a placeholder until you can afford a higher tier card. I certainly wouldn't design a system around it today. I'd build a system that could handle a higher end card and put this in it if I didn't have the funds to buy the graphics card I really wanted. If you're already gaming on the RX 580, let me know in the comments. I wouldn't be in a rush to upgrade if I had this card already, unless I was looking to jump into 2K or 4K gaming or needed to do some heavy video editing. If you enjoyed the video, you might also like this video where I test how the RX 580 does with the 4690K.